And you guys are up.
3 minutes until we're live, right?
Nope, you're live.
Oh, I
Right
have it
now.
open now and it says, okay. Maybe not, yeah.
Can you drop the link in the chat for it, George?
Mhm. Yeah.
Thanks.
And just remember, if you're gonna put it up, make sure that you turn off the sound on it.
Yeah, mute it. Oh, okay, you've got it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I don't have the capabilities to like have it both open at the same time. My brain can't handle that, so I will just be using that link to put it on the Instagram.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That works. Glad we get to do another one of these. It's a lot of fun, I would say.
All right, George, I'm gonna say kind of take it away if you want, and I'll throw a question in here every once in a while once you guys get started.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everyone. I don't necessarily know how many of you have tuned in yet, but for everyone who's already tuned in, I'm happy to see you guys. We're going to be doing another Among Us night, so we're going to be here playing Among Us. You know, we're going to start off with just the officers like we did last time, and then over time switch over into playing with MDTSA members again. We're also going to be spending a lot of time talking about various, questions, ideas in life, and just kind of relaxing and having a good evening. I hope everyone's had a great historical day so far. And let's go ahead and get right into it. I may as well start the game and start the stream. So if you'll give me a minute, let me pull that up. Forgive the noise if there is any. Share screen. Among Us. All right. And just to confirm with everyone, you guys can all see my screen just fine, right?
Yeah, we can.
Awesome. Everybody else in Among Us?
Yep. A second, I just made the Instagram post.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
All right. So I think we may as well get started with an officer game while we get everyone in here. Again, for anyone who may be just tuning in, we're going to be doing it just like we did last time. Start off with a couple officer games and then move into meetings, games with all the other members. Yeah, and one more thing I want to put out there. This is also just a chance for us to, kind of relax and talk to each other. So if you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to put in the chat, go ahead. We're watching the chat and we'll be happy to respond. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and start hosting our first game. Do you guys have any preferences?
I still have no idea how the preferences work, so.
Okay, all right.
I'm with you, Daniela.
I'm going to go ahead and stop. Actually, I'm going to stop the share, or I'm going to pause the share for just a second so that we can set up the game here. And officers, I'm going to put the code in the chat. One little note for everyone. Next to our Zoom names is our username for the game, so you can keep track of who's who. I tend to just go by George anyway, so I didn't change anything. We're all set.
Are we doing the thing where we turn off our cameras and close the tab? Or
I think we're gonna do it like we did, kind of sort of like we did last time, and just sort of talk, kind of honor code, I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, I believe we're all in, so we may as well go ahead and get started. I'm going to start the game, and then I'll resume the share for everyone. Just to confirm, everybody is in. I'm not missing someone, right? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and resume the share. I know my mic tends to pick up background noise. You guys can't hear my game audio, can you?
No, we can't.
Yeah, I can.
I forgot how hard it was to like play and talk at the same time. I might become very silent. This might be very boring.
You need, come on, where's your streamer personality?
I haven't developed one yet.
Well, I'm going to make it even harder because here's your first question. How has
Ooh.
TSA shaped what you want to do later in life?
Could you repeat that?
Sure. How has a TSA shaped what you want to do later in life?
Oh, that's hard. I feel like I've always been kind of a STEMmy nerd. So, I guess like the way it's shaped me is that it's really like affirmed that belief that I want to go into like a STEM major. More specifically, when I started doing the biotechnology competition, I realized that it was like really fun to come up with projects for myself rather than like just following along like what a science teacher might tell you. So I guess just thinking outside the box.
Right. I feel the same way as Daniela. Like I've kind of always known that I want to go into a field like related to TSA. And so this has kind of just helped me figure out what part of that field I want to be in and really like just, I don't know, experience it and work with people who have the same interests as me.
For me, it's kind of been like an outlet to express my creative side because like Danny, I was in STEM in middle school, in STEM in high school, and it was always just STEM, science, engineering, that's my thing. But like there is a side of me that really likes writing, that likes art, and there's like a niche for that in TSA too, where I can be my like engineering self, but I can also express like my creativity. So it's been a really nice area to just kind of like be a complex person and not pigeonhole myself.
For me, TSA, I've been in it practically all 4 years, and it's really become like a home to me where I can hang out with friends, work on projects. It's just been really fun and really held that spot for me to work on engineering and stuff.
For me, it's really helped develop a lot of interests that I've had in architecture and design, and agreeing with what a lot of other people said. It's also a really good creative outlet. Yeah.
For the seniors in the chat, I'm sure that in your college apps, this is something you've come across before. When it comes to talking about, you know, what TSA kind of has shaped, how TSA has shaped my future, it's a hard question to answer because when I first joined, it was nothing more than just a home, you know, at school, like that club that you fit in with, you know, at least for me. But then over time, you know, when I became a state officer and I competed in national, you know, in the national competition, I started to see a lot more of different fields. So I believe it shaped me to want to try and open my mind from just computer science or just physics to applications of those sorts of topics to other fields. Does anyone else kind of feel like they want to get to a bunch of different other fields now instead of maybe just what you were interested in the beginning?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel cheated out of only having one life, you know. Like, okay, well, in another life, I would be a computer engineer, and then like in the life after that, like maybe I'd go into botany or something.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, it's like there's not enough time to do everything you want to try.
Yeah. Obviously, in life number one, I'd be Batman, but I mean that goes
Of
without
course.
saying.
Mm-hmm. obviously.
Obviously.
As long as you're Batman with T, you know.
Oh, our color just died. Never mind.
The red flashing.
Am I the only person that when like the red flashing happens, I literally just am like, someone else will take care of it?
It depends on how far away I am.
It triggers my light. It like unsettles me.
Understandable.
Catches you by surprise. You know.
Okay, we need something interesting to happen. Whoever's like the imposter. Oh,
Oh,
Why
well,
did you say it? Why did you?
She literally
you
jinxed
wish it and it shall come true.
mhm.
I would have still been alive if it
Oh.
hadn't been for that, Caroline. How could you do
The universe really gave me one there.
that?
Okay, who are we voting?
Where was the? Oh, it was in cafeteria.
Well, let's talk about this first.
Yeah. Oh, so last time, I think so. The reason I said we should vote pink, that's you, Will, right?
Yeah, I'm pink.
So I found the body on lights in electrical, and I saw Pink running away. Like he crossed me, running away from lights in the hallway, going to it. So that's why I think he did that kill, because normally don't run away from where it was. And I think I saw another color. I don't remember which way they were running. It was a darker one though. It might have been.
I think Will is a 100% imposter though,
I
because
Well-
I also saw him walking out of electrical.
We have to
Well,
vote
I
here.
came from bottom reactor, or bottom engine, and then I knew the lights were off, and so I went
Mhm.
past the lights, seeing where people were, and then Teal was there, and so I went up with Teal.
Mhm.
That's my side. Yep.
I say we vote well.
We have to vote here anyway. We don't have any other leads. And if we vote wrong, they win. But I'm pretty sure, because like it doesn't make sense. He wouldn't really be able to see anyone anyway, because the lights were off unless he didn't pause.
I'm gonna skip. Yep.
Sure you are.
Yep. I'm gonna skip.
I'm glad you made your decision to skip
And-
there, Will.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
It was a hard decision to skip.
Definitely. It makes it easy because we have confirm imposters on, or confirm ejects.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do we frame next?
Um,
Should we gang up on? I mean.
Ooh, you're trying to frame someone, huh? What are you trying to frame them for?
Just having a really good time.
I see.
having too much fun.
Oh, dude, crime.
I wanna ask anyone who may be out there in the chat, maybe respond to the question yourself if you haven't already. How is TSA shaped stuff for you? What would you like to do, with it? Or maybe how you even got involved with it, because I know that's a story I love telling. Don't ask me that story. I'll be here all night.
Well, now you need to tell it.
Just this, one day, man, you got me started. Just this one day, walking into Mr. Olson's, for people at Broadneck, Mr. Olson's high school, B111, I think, B112, something like that. And just seeing everything that was going on, people working on the robots in one corner of the room, people sitting at the computers programming or doing, whatever on the left side, building books and art. And it was just amazing. You come back day after day after day after that, because you have so many people who want to just do things you're interested in, I feel like if I keep on with the story too long, though, I feel like I'm like an older guy at this point, going back on his memories of high school.
I love your old man stories, George. Don't be discouraged.
Beautiful.
I want that to be my nickname, the old man.
Old man
Your
George.
wisdom.
I love it.
The wisdom. I thank you for the compliment, but
Wait, next year when you're like immediate past president, that would be like the perfect nickname for you.
Old man.
Old man George.
Old man George.
I
Oh
love
my God.
that.
Is it
All right,
funny
I got
that
another
I
one for
already?
you.
What? Sorry.
I got another one for you.
Okay. All
It's
right.
a good question, right? So the question says, what helps you stay motivated right now when you're in this virtual world? What helps you stay motivated?
I'd love to answer
Tough
this
one.
one.
Oh man.
Recently,
Clearly, it's not winning Among Us. That's
Yeah.
gosh, I didn't even notice that. Sorry.
um.
Recently, I like this is gonna sound so dumb, but I've been binging
Oh,
Gilmore
no.
Girls religiously, and I'm at the part where Rory Gilmore is like at Yale right now, and just like keeping in mind like what I'm working towards. Like COVID's not gonna last forever. This state that we're in isn't gonna last forever, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And to like just maximize that like whole part of your life, you just gotta keep working through this part.
Just one little quick thing before we continue with the question. I'm going to go ahead and change map, and then we
Right.
can evaluate about based on how many people there are on doing a bigger game. You guys mind?
No, not
Oh
at
yeah,
all.
no, that works.
Let's do this one. Why not? Click that button.
I think that right now, based on the chat, there's only 2 other people, so we could have a bigger game of 10 people.
Okay, we can go ahead and wait then.
Or they can jump in there. They can jump in there.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
We don't have that many people, so they can probably fit. So we're actually going to go ahead and open this up to you guys. Go ahead and join. Let's try and keep the same sort of rules from last time. So yeah, I'm streaming. Try and if you're in the game, maybe not watch the video. I don't know. But if you, I mean, it's a casual game, so if you do, you do. But I don't know.
Just makes it more fun because then you can figure it out
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen, and you guys should be able to see the game now.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt the question, so if you guys want to keep going, I don't, I don't know who I cut off if I cut off anyone. Did anyone have an answer they were about to give and I interrupted? No? Okay, well,
So again, the question is, what helps you stay motivated? What helps you stay motivated?
Personally, I've been working a lot more on just my own stuff. I mean, I do have courses for school, of course, but with the pandemic, those are a lot less, and they're also easier subjects for me. I tend to be able to get through classes like literature fairly easily. So the harder stuff is the stuff I'm more personally excited about. I work a lot with like machine learning projects and things like that. And the way I've stayed motivated is by choosing projects that are relevant to what's going on. Like I'm developing a data science, view of COVID-19 in Maryland. It's kind of hard to look at sometimes. It can be depressing, but it also helps you face the situation. And that keeps me motivated because I'm like, oh, there are people who are seeing the work I'm doing. It's not a lot of work. It's not big, a big thing, but it's something I can do to teach myself and to, do something that's relevant to the world right now. That's personal, of course.
That's awesome.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. It's not much. Don't take me wrong, but it helps. It helps stay motivated. Yeah. Or when it comes to, working with MDTSA, there are a lot of kids who used to rely on this club a lot. A lot of my friends used to spend almost all of their afternoon in TSA, like every week. So, I'm completely devoted to trying to maintain that as much as I can. What about you guys? Who here is staying motivated and how?
I think for sure I'm staying motivated just for like those little moments that remind you of like when we had stuff in person. Like when someone makes a joke or someone like unmutes to say like a random fact or something. And for a second, it feels like you're in that real classroom. I think just everyone being able to like talk to each other and see each other and sort of seeing how far we've come. Like, yeah, being virtual is hard, but it would have been even harder like 10 years ago or 20 years ago or like 100 years ago would have been impossible completely. So just being able to see like the stuff that is good about this is what keeps me motivated.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what's so weird to think about? In like only a few months, we will have been in like this quarantine state for almost a year.
Crazy.
I know.
Oh,
People can change so much in that time. I feel like when we're gonna go back, it's gonna be like everyone's just a different person.
Yeah.
I actually had a student who she said the biggest thing for her is that she doesn't know how tall people are. She's always been the tallest person in the school, and now like that's one thing that she's always noticed is how tall people are, just because she's tall, and she's always like equated that with how tall people are. But like obviously you don't know how tall people are from the screens that you see, so it's really kind of thrown her for a loop because she doesn't have that relational like value in her head right now, which is something that she's always relied on.
No, I am so happy about that, Mr. Bernstein. I'm on a council and I found out that one of the other members was 6'6", and that everyone else was like 5'9" and above, and I'm 5'1". And I was like, I'm so glad that we're not taking any group pictures because that would just be embarrassing.
I'm thinking about the exact same thing because I'm almost 6 feet tall. So I like always like I'm thinking about height and stuff. And that's like a big thing, like especially the guys in my grade. I feel like I'm gonna go back and everyone's gonna be like a foot taller.
Right. Especially so
People
like
just get that
freshman
tall,
year.
honestly. Sorry.
Like after freshman year, I feel like especially a bunch of guys like hit their growth spurts and grew like half a foot over the summer. So I feel like for those people in younger grades in like middle school too, there's definitely gonna be some change.
I don't think I've never really thought about like how tall other people are.
That's what a
really
tall person would say.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, come on.
As a short person, it's always on my mind, George.
All right, I found this body in the boiler room, which is like the very bottom left of the map.
How is Rosalie always the one that finds
Yeah,
bodies?
I was
Like she's
gonna
like drawn to them.
Do we vote?
Well, when you put it like that.
Do we vote? Do we vote for fake noodle?
Well, I feel like, I know that I didn't kill this person, so I feel like that's
That helps us so much, Rosalie.
I mean,
Well,
if I
that's
didn't
me.
know, I'd be afraid. Just saying.
Listen,
I mean,
listen.
her comment threw me off because we were talking about how tall somebody is, and then all of a sudden she says, "I found a body," and that's all I heard, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, in real life too. There's just one on the floor here, but
That's how she measures people's heights.
you're right. None of them like consent to me measuring them, so I always have to take him out first.
I honestly have no idea who it could have been.
Yeah, same.
Me neither. I didn't see
Rosalie.
anybody that I know of. I'm gonna skip just because I don't know.
Yep,
And it's really
same.
early in the game, so we can afford
Mhm.
it.
Is there something else you guys think might be disorienting? Like, I know that talked about being, other people not knowing how tall they are, but maybe some other element of society is going to catch you off guard that you can think of.
Side profiles. We
What?
True.
never have to look at each other's side profiles, and I feel like no one likes their side profile.
Yeah. Man, whoever fixed comms, good job. I'm so bad at doing that one. I feel like just people's personalities. Like you don't get to know anybody really that you didn't
Yeah.
already know before.
Yeah,
So-
I'm actually gonna be shocked seeing people's faces because half of them have like their cameras off.
Right?
I'm
Or
gonna be
they're
like,
just sitting in the
"Whoa!"
dark.
Yeah.
That's kind of me. I have my light like behind me, and I just have a lamp here, but so I always look like, I don't know, my face is normally darker than everything else because the light's behind me.
Oh.
What's this like arena we're in? Because I've been going in circles for like 10 minutes just trying to figure out how to complete my task.
If you click
I like
on the map, it'll help.
I think one of the weirdest things personally is going to be like controlling, time after this. Because one of the biggest things that, and this kind of gets into like another one of the things I wanted to talk about is when you're always at home, there's no, and especially if you do your work in the same room, there's no separation between work and relax, because the same device that you use to relax with is the same device that you use to do all of your work. At least that's how it is for me. You know, I play a lot of
Assume I relax,
computer games.
George.
What?
It's bold of you to assume I relax.
Fair.
I'm always on edge.
That's interesting, George, because I was actually talking to another teacher about this, and I've done a little bit of reading about, kind of people that work from home, like professionally all the time, and they always agree that you having separation between your life and your work life is the only thing that keeps you sane. And that's one thing that I've always thought, that unfortunately we don't, and I don't mean we as in a specific school system, like education hasn't learned how to teach you guys that. So that's where I think some of the students are getting overwhelmed, kind of like you said, like, because there is no separation, like, between their life and their and their work life, we'll call it, like their school life, because they feel like it's just never ending. You're in school, it's just a rotational door that you can not get out of. And I think that's really important, like, to figure out how to separate those things for your mental health, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm literally like laughing as you're talking about a really important topic. But that's a really good point. And I was talking to my mom about that the other day, because I have gotten into this awful habit of waking up at like 8:28 when school starts at like 8:30. So there's like, I don't even like go downstairs in the morning to grab breakfast. So it's just like this continuous loop of just being in my room all day.
Yeah.
Like, even if you could just go downstairs, like grab some tea or something and then go up and do your homework, like even that would be some nice like change in scenery.
Yeah. I like, it's this sort of thing where, like, I play piano, and this is like the kind of making a distinction between your work and relax time. I
I'm
play
sorry
piano. Oh yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, George, but I think the national president is watching our live stream right now.
Oh wow. How are you?
I just
No
saw his
pressure.
name. Like, I saw
no
him.
pressure.
Yeah, I just saw him in the chat, and I was like, I was about to ask, what school are you from? But then I was like, wait, Oklahoma.
I've got to win now. I gotta
Big
stop.
brain hats on, guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to what I was saying. When I go, I make a point of going down to play the piano every, couple hours, not a couple hours, definitely every day, but sometimes twice a day. And because it's in a totally different location with a lot of windows, and it really makes you feel like you're just in a separate place sometimes than being like up in my room. So I think like finding a place in your house to use is key for that sort of thing. Like if you can retreat to your, I don't know, maybe you don't spend a lot of time in your living room or something like that. Or maybe you don't spend a lot of time here or there. I don't know, personally. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of every school day and getting homework done, I always kind of like mentally just set like a goal just to do something else and to, just whether it's relax or like, watch TV or something, but do something else in a different room. So it's kind of similar.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, finally, someone reported my dead body.
Oh no. Finally some drama.
Who
About
killed you,
that.
Daniela?
Not gonna lie.
No skipping this time.
Wait, I do know who killed me. Never mind. I was about to say I don't know who killed me, but I do. We have beef now, by the way. You know who you are.
We have to be brutal.
Is it
How it
Andrew?
is.
Be brutal. I feel like I should just. No, I don't like just throwing out like a name.
Hey, George, it's fun. I say, I don't think we have a clue, so I say we randomly pick someone and just they're out. Don't be me though.
That's what an imposter would say, so they could get as many people as possible out.
Yeah, exactly. I think it might be Caroline just saying to toss someone out.
She
If
was
I
think
just
she's running out of
standing
time.
around randomly. I was watching her on cams. That sounds a little creepy, but I was.
I
And
if I was imposter, you would have found that out a while ago.
No, but like I think you're running out of time. I think and you just like, oh, we can't skip. We got to throw someone out.
hmm.
It's
It's a little sus.
I'm trying to stir it up a little, add a little bit of drama.
I'm also
Saying
a
that
little
wrong.
suspicious of Orange because I don't know, they were running towards reactor and then they like ran back and didn't do anything, but they were watching on cams and I feel like they wouldn't be doing that if they were imposter. I feel like they'd be looking around for someone to kill.
I'm gonna follow.
But
I'm gonna follow Caroline's advice.
Rosalie, didn't you like mention earlier you were watching Caroline on cams?
What?
I was watching her on cams.
Dun dun dun.
Things are getting
Threw
sus.
Orange
You've been
on
observed.
Wait, cams are they camera? Are they
Yeah,
camera?
so basically it's in like the top left. If you go past like where you would fix lights and just keep going straight, there's like a little room and you can click through all the cameras and it shows you different places around the map.
I might have done that, but not on purpose. I think I'm gonna skip. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, now you're gonna skip.
So I have
I
a
don't
question for you guys,
Yeah.
and it kind of goes along with what Sean has brought up, and he says having a to-do list has really helped him keep himself like mentally separate. My question to you guys is, do you feel that it's important to keep your own to-do list or rely on whatever, like educational system that you're using, whether it be Google Classroom or Canvas or Brightspace or whatever? Do you guys rely on your own lists that you create, or do you rely on, we'll call it the computer generated list that just throws everything together for you?
Oh, for sure. Oh, go ahead.
So first, can we discuss this body real quick? Sorry, because I did see Yellow kill on cameras.
I'm a terrible imposter. I just want to say that.
You just don't see it.
No,
Like, it's
you
hard to
lasted
tell where
so
the
long.
cameras see or don't see. Like, you were just on the edge, so I wouldn't have seen otherwise.
Are you who killed me?
Oh, okay.
Oh
Alright.
yeah, in this map you have to flip through the cameras too. So
Well, if we know who it is, let's go ahead and vote then.
Yeah. Plus,
we can go back. To the,
Orange said that they saw them kill the other time too.
yeah.
also, can you repeat that question? Because I was busy following Donnie around for no reason.
Why?
I was too focused on that. So
It's about
Wait, I'm dead.
yes, you are.
Oh, are you
I am
dead
too.
Emma? I'm sorry. I was like, how are you following me? Like, I'm on the ground somewhere.
Honestly, I got all my tasks done before my body was even found.
the question
So
was
the
about
question was, I got it, George. So the question was, do you rely on your own to-do list, or do you rely on kind of the system generated to-do list, maybe out of Google Classroom or Canvas or whatnot, and tell me why? Like, what works and what doesn't, and why?
For sure, I make my own to-do lists just because a lot of the things I have to do aren't on Google Classroom, or they're like little things that just have to do with my personal life. Like, don't forget to like, I don't know, like do your bed or something. And I also I don't know if this counts as a to-do list, but I also just never close tabs. Like if it's something I have to do, it will continue living on like a desktop somewhere on my computer until it gets done, because it will drive me crazy. So I will just do it because I'll be like, okay, I need this window to go away because I can't have 100 windows open at the same time or I will go crazy.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
But the problem is then I procrastinate and it just builds up forever.
Oh yeah, right now I have like 300 like windows open. So like if my computer starts to lag, just know that it's doing its absolute best right now.
I have three windows with at least 10 tabs on them for like different classes.
It's so funny. I have tab for my regular use, and then I have a tab for school. And then in that, there's 3 tabs, and one of them has like 20 tabs because I was doing a bunch of homework today. There's like a few physics assignments and a bunch of English documents, all that jazz.
I have like 6 different emails. So I use Chrome, Microsoft Firefox, and Safari. Just like each one has like 2 different emails on it. And it's such a mess. It's not a good system. I'm not gonna lie. It's just, and one of them is always updating or like bopping up and down at the bottom of my dock. And I'm just like, oh my God, when will this end?
Think about how many free Spotify premium trials you can get. That's like
You're
6
not
months
wrong.
there.
You're not wrong.
Did we just?
George was voted out.
Yeah.
I have not been keeping up.
Yep.
George
Speaking of
killed
the
me so
important
long
stuff.
ago. He was like calmly talking about something while murdering me. I was just like,
I
are
know.
you serious, George? Are you
George, I
serious?
will say I can hear your game sounds. I don't know if that's just
Yeah,
me though, but
I can
Yeah.
too.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me
Am I deaf? I didn't hear anything.
you didn't hear him slicing my neck.
I didn't
was too busy
realize
worrying
I
about
could
my
hear
own
it
neck.
until
I'm sorry.
after he killed someone, so
Okay.
I could hear
Um,
like
One
the
was me.
alert sound.
So I do want to say here real quick, Mr. Bernstein, based on the size of the chat, what would you say we've got, right now? Would you say maybe a couple games are a good idea? We can go up to 10 max, and we're at 10. So if we have more,
How many of you are watching? How many of you are on that stream?
I'm watching.
I'm watching.
It's 2.
Oh, I'm watching. Sorry.
Daniela's watching. Okay, that's 3.
I tried
Yeah,
and
so-
then my computer decided that wasn't
So I would
working.
say probably 2 games then.
Okay.
2 games would probably handle everybody.
All right. I'll go ahead and quit this one. So I'll be streaming a game with a couple people. Let's see. We've got. Let me just take a real quick look here. I would say we've got about 8 officers here. So let's go ahead and split up into. I don't know. What do you guys think? 2 groups of 4. I think might be a good idea. Evenly balanced.
4 of us can stay on the one that you're gonna quit, and then you can make a new one. 4 of us can join that one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm creating a new one, and I'll put it in the chat in just a second. The video should be paused, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
We're gonna play on the only map we haven't played on yet.
Cool.
At least my game is.
And if you put the game codes in the chat, I will throw them up on our YouTube chat.
Who's currently admin on the one that George just quit?
Excuse me, just a second. My sister is calling. I'm sorry. I'll be right. The code is up, so if you guys want to join my game, go ahead.
I'll
Okay.
join George's game.
I'll join George's game.
I'll stay in this one.
Whoever's admin should stay in that one.
It's
I
not
don't
me.
know.
It'll just transfer around.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is about Will, but I just like instantly trust him. So I'm like low key glad that we're not on the same team in case he's the imposter.
It's the Mohawk.
It's the opposite way.
Yeah, after he was the imposter the first time, can't trust anyone ever again.
It's hard.
I feel like Will is
I was
often
like-
an imposter.
I was like looking at you guys' faces and I was cracking up. It's so hard not to crack up
His
when you
name's
like lie.
Trust issue.
Raging silently.
Mhm.
I always make the mistake. So whenever I play with my friends, we generally play with our mics off just because we can talk about other stuff. But then someone always accidentally goes, like gasps or like,
Yeah.
I don't know, says something menacingly when someone kills them. And so it'll give it away sometimes.
You gotta be smooth.
Yeah.
You gotta be smooth, like that in the beginning of the first game when you killed me. Well,
He kept
it
on
was so
talking.
hard not to say something.
Is everyone in? So I'm the admin now. So is everyone in this lobby still like okay with the settings, or do you want me to change anything?
We're pretty even right now. I think it's 5 and 6.
5 and 6. Okay.
I think the settings are They seem fine.
All right.
Yeah, I meant 5
Fine
is
with me.
number.
Thank you, Emma, by the way, for putting that.
All right. Do you guys want to start then?
So how many people do you guys have?
We have
We
We have
6.
6.
We have 6. Okay, we've got 5. I think that's a good number. I would say, I don't know. Let's wait another like 30 seconds or so, just in case somebody's booting up. You know,
Sounds good.
we can talk. Did you guys have a question going when I had to pop out? Or
More question. I know what we should do. We should have them vote on whose name is the best, like whose Among Us name is the best, including themselves.
nice.
Okay, mine is a reference, by the way, to a terrible horror movie, Donnie Darko. So if you've seen it, you know that it's the best name here. If you haven't, you should see the movie. I'm kidding. Actually, don't. I always like recommend that movie to people, but then I'm so scared that they're gonna watch that horribly strange movie and think of me and just like associate me with that the whole time. So actually, don't watch it. Watch it if you ever forget I exist. Then you can watch it.
Nice, Danny.
If I forget that you exist before I forget you told me about that movie, that's kind of just sad.
Yeah.
True. Actually, no. Try not to forget me, please. But like, if it's unavoidable, like you have like sudden amnesia and you like stumble into a cinema that like is playing like a rerun of Donnie Darko, I hope you enjoy it.
I will keep you around just so you remind me the name of that movie.
My game, just before we continue, my game was going to go ahead and get started. I believe you guys can get your games ongoing.
All right.
I don't. Oh, is it one imposter? Oh no! Dang it!
Yeah, it's
That
one
still
imposter.
that still works.
For the people in. Oh wait, no, there is one imposter. Okay, that's fine. I was worried
Yeah,
it was 2.
It does it automatically, I think.
Okay.
I'll just say, personally, this might be a little biased, just a little bit, but I think my name is pretty epic. So my name is Fake Noodle, and it comes from that joke where it's like, what do you call a fake noodle? And you're like, oh, I don't know, an impasta, and that's, just like imposters. So I don't know.
That's
I
pretty
think
good.
that's pretty funny.
Mine's
Okay,
pretty-
but I love the fact that Emma like dresses up as her name. Like, I think that's dedication right there.
Oh,
True.
what? Sorry.
Oh, I love that Emma dresses up as an eggplant with her name
Yeah,
as eggplant.
Okay, the story behind my name. So I was playing with this one person. Their name was Eggs, and we were supposed to get our contact info, and then they left the game, probably due to an error. And so I started putting my name as Eggs, and trying to find them. And I was just like, well, it's Eggs. Why are they gonna think that I'm trying to find them? So I just put Eggs, plant, and then I started dressing up as an eggplant, and then just renamed myself to Eggplant.
It's beautiful. Look, I hope one day you guys reunite.
Yes, please, Eggs, if you're watching.
My name's George.
I think
It's really
that's
creative,
definitely-
George. I really like that.
Everybody here with their fancy nicknames.
What's your name in real life, huh, George?
What? Sorry.
What's your name in real life?
No, it's not George. I haven't told anyone that, but I actually have a secret name.
Secret name? Is it like Georgina?
Your alt account.
Actually, did you know, just a little trivia here, that my grandfather and grandmother share the same name?
Is it George?
It is
Also?
the Romanian version of George, because I'm half Romanian. So my grandma is Gheorghe, and my grandfather is Gheorghe. It's like the
Aw.
same sort of thing, but
Oh my god, I love that. Also, I didn't know that about you, George. You learn
Yeah.
something new every day.
a little bit of trivia, something to throw in the chat. Oh, has anyone here, if you have any sort of special background or something like that, has anyone here applied that to TSA in some way? Just, I don't know, something I came up with randomly.
I'm like thinking if I've ever done that.
I don't know how you would. Like, do you mean like in a cultural aspect, like come from a cool Oh, actually, I have. I don't know. I didn't think of this. Half of my family is like very much so Italian, And in 8th grade, I did the off the grid project, and our country was Italy. And so we did this
Oh,
project on creating like a sustainable house with like
Hmm.
like fruits and vegetable garden and like all this stuff based off like Italy. So I don't know. I guess that's like kind
That's
of
awesome.
some sort of background of mine.
Nice. Yeah, I meant stuff like that, or people who like compete in children's stories, that sort of thing. Maybe you've included that somehow. I don't know.
oh, this is like super far-fetched, but for my biotechnology project, I think like last year or a couple years ago, I did like the axolotl, which is like a Mexican like sea creature. And I only saw about it because like we'd gone to Mexico like that year, and I was like, this was the coolest animal ever.
Danny,
It regrows limbs, by the way. I'm not insane. Oh, okay, I just saw Bloot, and now they're chasing me. So,
Danny,
Well done.
well,
I don't
Well
know if
done.
you
well,
play
at least
Minecraft much, but
Good job,
they're
Sean.
adding the axolotl. Wait, I don't know.
oh, it's like this little pink sea creature that like regrows its limbs. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just very strange.
I think people also call them newts.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, they're
I've known
adorable. They
that-
have like little things coming off their face. They're pink and squishy and
I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me, but I think I like lost the conversation for a second there, and I came back to something that hangs off your face.
Don't worry about it.
I was partially focused on like trying to make sure the next game could get set up, and then it's like, oh,
since we don't
We're
have a
just
whole,
all focused, trying to get the stream to work, and we're just like face things.
since we don't have a whole lot of players in our game, do you think we could do like hide and seek? Do you know how to play that in Among Us?
I've never done that. I don't.
It's where you turn the imposter vision all the way down. Sorry if someone else was trying to explain it. You turn the imposter vision all the way down. You turn like speed up. And then whoever's imposter says they're imposter. And then just tries to kill everyone. Everyone has to like hide and then get their tasks done. But I don't think they have a whole lot of tasks. And the imposter kill down is really short too.
Okay, so I turned the kill cooldown very to low. Oh, he left. Okay, I guess he's not okay with hide and seek. Okay, so we're unless we've got any more. I mean, we don't have to do hide and seek. I'm just looking for something to fill the numbers.
Oh, I'm gonna go text all my friends to like join, so that way we can have like two
Yeah.
like even
Yeah,
games.
I'll do the same thing.
Do the same thing, guys. If you're in the chat, we're calling upon you. Calling upon you. Get your chapters here.
Oh, are we starting over? Should
What?
we exit
Sorry.
our game?
What?
Should we exit our game? Are we starting over?
I thought you guys were in a game, so I didn't want to.
Oh yeah, we are. I was just confused for a second.
I'll take a look real fast at the stream. See how we're doing.
Well, do you guys want to vote?
We need to figure out something to do. We need this to move along a little bit.
I honestly have no idea. I've been
Being
like,
accused makes me a little suspicious. Plus, I did see Caroline running around doing nothing. But she could just be done with her tasks. Because we have like one more task and then we win. So whoever has that.
This one, it's so hard to know where to go.
You guys could do a task one.
Did you fill me out?
Yes. I was the only one that voted. And I'm sorry. I thought other people would.
Like, I was like dying the whole time laughing. I thought I was gonna give myself away for sure.
While we wait here, I wanted to ask you guys, I think we have some middle schoolers in here, and I was curious, how you guys are feeling about MGTSA so far, and if you guys are thinking about continuing or how to get your high school to continue, which I can almost guarantee, if you move to high school, you're probably going to find you're almost definitely going to find a place with TSA. So, I don't know. I don't know how many people we have in the chat. I'm thinking based on the number that I'm estimating, we might want to do just one big game again
Yeah.
for
I think that
everyone
might
else.
be a good idea.
Yeah. We still have 6.
Do we want to go back to the Skeld?
If you guys are okay with leaving your game, go ahead. Otherwise, I mean, if you guys are close to finishing,
Or we can
we're done.
go to their game, which is at Polis.
if it's already up, yeah, that's a good point. I can just join. Yeah.
I have a really quick question. Everyone keeps putting in the chat GG. Does anyone know what that stands for?
Good game.
Good
Good game.
game.
Good game.
You are not a gamer.
Yeah.
I thought it meant gotta go like GTG, but it was like complicated. Wait, which code are we
Yeah.
using? The K one?
No, that was mine. That's closed. Is your game done, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, we exited out.
Can you guys
I went to the one with that you guys were in.
CCAGZ?
Who's admin?
Hold up.
Mr. Bernstein, do you think we might have another question we can throw out to the crowd here?
I got questions for days over here.
All right.
Let's see.
Fake Noodle 1. Oh no, Brianna, are you okay?
Wait, oh no, I added a 1. That doesn't make the thing funny. Wait, why does it say 1? Hold up.
I think it's because someone was.
Also, hi Andrew.
No, don't say hi to Andrew. Andrew doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
My bad.
Whoa. Casual game here. Come on.
You're still fake noodle
No,
one.
Among Us is never casual.
So how do you
Serious
guys
gaming right here?
connect with your friends and family during this situation?
I do so by just like playing games like this, like Among Us.
Yep, exactly.
For me personally, if my I have like a core friend group, I guess. If like the group chat's kind of dry, I just send TikToks, and it warms it up. Then like it's kind of back into their group.
Andrew is threatening
Andrew out here cutting
Daniela.
throat.
I would just like to say.
Yeah, you guys just saw that in chat too, right?
You thought you would get away with it.
So
Andrew
whoever's
and I have zero
imposter,
chill.
you want to fulfill that what Andrew's request is.
I didn't even get to see it. What did it say?
That you're probably
First
You're
to
the first to die. Don't tell me that's
Oh,
What do we do right now?
okay, okay.
okay.
Either someone's
it?
targeting Andrew and trying to frame him, but I think Andrew, I think your threat might have
I think this is the setup. I can confirm he's with me. I think this is a setup.
people. Wait, who?
You're working together.
Where's the body? Where was the body?
I have no clue. I'm here with him in like the top right.
Hello, Sean. We would like to know where the body is.
What do we do? Do we vote them?
We want to know who's framing Andrew.
Oh, he's asking if Red has any explaining to do. I don't know. Sean seems like a legitimate source to me.
Think about take a second and think about like how convenient of a setup this is. Daniela, you're going to go first, and then you happen to go first. I mean,
Listen to this. So Andrew said that she was going to be the first to die, and guess what? She is. So isn't he technically at fault for this?
I think he's suspicious. We can keep him in mind, but I'm gonna skip because it might be a setup. I don't want to.
I think that
Very
George
early in
and
the
Andrew
game.
are working together to
Ooh.
get rid of all Daniela and all that support Daniela.
Why would I get rid of
All right,
True,
Andrew, tell us
George
who's
killed
next.
me in the first
Andrew,
game,
tell us
so-
who's next.
All right. So to go ahead and get back on top, about how we necessarily, meet with our friends and family. I've got this
Medbay.
sort of I've got kind of a system going. Like there's a tradition that I play with, two of my closest friends at 9:30 every night. Like that's just
Oh,
a tradition we have. I mean,
that's
it
awesome.
developed over the summer, and it's become a convenient way for us to deal with not.
You guys don't read. You guys don't read bedtime stories to each other, do you?
No,
Ooh,
That would be sweet.
no.
That's a good idea.
kiss my hands goodnight.
I don't know what to say to that.
I had to. I had to. The door was wide open. I had to.
I think you're onto something. He appears to be avoiding the question.
Oh my gosh.
Andrew, if you're listening, we're doing that now.
No, I play.
Oop.
I play Stellaris a lot with them. I don't know if anybody else out there knows Stellaris. It's like a big grand strategy game sort of thing.
Cool.
Me and my friends will we'll be playing like 2 different games at one time, sometimes like in a voice call, and then like I'll be on Minecraft with one and some other people will be playing a different game. So it's just fun just to like be able to talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys play any like board games?
Monopoly.
Yeah, do you play a Monopoly on your phone? Does
Oh
anybody
no,
play
we
Monopoly on
tried,
your
but
phone?
we couldn't figure out how to.
Oh my
Actually,
goodness. I would play you guys.
we just
Oh.
got like I just got Pi Show in the mail. I don't know if you guys know what Pi Show is.
Mm-mm.
It's from a TV show, but it's this guy in Russia made like a custom. It's like a custom game that people have developed from the fan base of the show. So we're looking forward to testing that out.
I've played The Office. What do you mean? That's a good one.
When it comes to playing board games, there's not really much you can do, I think, online. However, I do have someone else I play board games with a lot, and there are a bunch of virtual versions of board games. So we'll play things like, I don't know if anybody knows the board game Scythe. There's a virtual version of that. You can play Uno. There is a Monopoly virtual version as well.
I'm playing Monopoly right now.
Are you? Okay.
Really?
You should be playing Among Us.
Yeah,
I tried to
Mr.
play this
Bernstein, you
game
should
once,
play
and
with
I
us.
was-
You
Oh
should.
my goodness, I was terrible. I just couldn't figure it out. Maybe you guys have to teach me one day.
3 of us are on the same page.
That'd be fun.
Guys, better avenge my death.
I like Will.
I know
like
you can
Will
play online Uno, and that looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
Or Netflix.
Oh yeah, online
Yeah, that
Uno is
does
the
look fun.
best.
And there are like a
Have
bunch
you
of
guys
party
ever
games.
played? Have you ever played Uno Attack?
No.
I have.
Oh
Oh.
my goodness! So Uno Attack is a game that you put all like the draw cards into like this machine, and you have to push a button, and it shoots cards out at you
Oh.
sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. So instead of like you picking up a card, you have to push the button on the top of the machine, and then sometimes it'll shoot them out, sometimes you don't, and it's fun.
Oh,
My 4-year-old loves it.
I've played that. It has
That
like
sounds fun.
that serving machine, like you said, right?
Yeah, like it like shoots cards out at you.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
played that too.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Top right.
Sean.
Oh, so close.
Welcome, Sean. We've been waiting.
Oh, by the way, guys, in the chat, Sean said that we should do an MDTSA Minecraft stream next.
I agree.
Minecraft.
Wholeheartedly.
That would be cool.
I always
Okay, I don't know when like Minecraft became cool because I like never got on that train, and now whenever I tell people that I played it like once in my computer science class, they're all like shocked, and I'm like, I don't even know how to play.
It was
Wish I
really
could get on that
popular in,
game.
like 2014 then, and then it kind of died out, and then PewDiePie started playing it like last year again, I think, or maybe 2 years ago, and that brought it back
I
kind of.
don't think it ever
Yeah.
died out though.
yeah, people were
That's
saying that
true.
it got like revived this year, but
People still played it a ton, but like I think more people were like made aware of it again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
I
a lot
think
of
it was
people
one of
forgot.
those games. I think it was one of those things that people didn't want to admit that they play secretly at their house.
I will admit, I played it for so
I'm
long.
pretty sure that once, and no offense to the middle schoolers out there, once the middle school got a hold of it and it became known as like a middle school game, I think all the high schoolers were like, "Yeah, I don't play it. I don't know what you guys are talking about." And then they run home and they play 6 hours of it at home.
Yes.
Yep.
I've been. Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually, that brings up an interesting question. Do you guys have any maybe any sort of game or book or you guys use to detox, from the way the world is right now?
Okay, the number of times I read Wuthering Heights is just unhealthy at this point. And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
George. I know that you don't like it, but it's my go-to. Everyone is just so dramatic in that book. It's excellent.
It just hurts. I can't bring myself to read it.
I can't think of anything. I'm like racking my brain. I mean, I have like my comfort TV shows. Like right now I'm binging New Girl and I love that show so much. But I don't really have any like books or anything. That sounds so bad. Books.
Yeah, it can be. What the?
Rosalie, are you okay?
I'm so okay.
I like forgot
Fred.
I can't report dead bodies when I'm a ghost, and I'm just like staring at them like,
Oh my God.
hello.
I was literally just doing reactor. Okay.
Rosalie.
Okay,
She died,
I'm
right?
pretty sure Will is
No,
dead.
no. I'm fine.
Yeah, Emma's
I'm
good.
not raging at all.
Yeah, I was with Will in Decontan, and then I went to do wires, and he came back and he could have killed me, but he didn't.
Okay.
So what
And then he was in the reactor with me.
so what TV shows are you guys watching? And I use the word TV as not necessarily watching on TV. What are you guys into?
My family and I have been binge watching 19 seasons of Survivor over the past.
Oh,
Wow.
See?
Impressive.
Wow. I don't even know what that show is. What is that show?
Oh, it's like a reality TV show where there's like tribes, just groups of people left they're on like, sometimes they're on an island, but sometimes they're like in other remote locations, and then they're like there's like tribal councils where they vote each other off, and then the goal is to just outwit, outlast, and outplay, be the last one standing, basically.
Essentially like Among Us.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone here ever read like The Running Man by Stephen King? I don't know why, but that show just reminded me of that book.
I think I've heard of it, but I haven't actually read it. Oh, I was wrong.
So what else are you guys watching?
It
Big
wasn't
Bang
a frame.
I'm watching a lot of YouTube right now more than shows because I have to really get into one. I feel like before. I don't know.
We were watching Cobra Kai, but for some reason it just feels so cheesy.
That
For some reason.
Hate
I
that
don't know.
Oh, I was like binge watching like Money Heist again, even though like I already finished it, but I wanted to rewatch it.
What's that about? I've never heard of that one.
I was
it's on
just about to say, Danielle, everything that you are watching or reading, I have never ever heard of.
I'm an enigma. I only watch like very vague things that no one knows about. No, it's a show about like bank robbers basically. Yeah, I don't know how else to
What are you
describe it.
planning, Daniela? What's this about?
No, it's just just for ideas. Just
Oh yeah,
yeah,
just
yeah.
for ideas, just for
Got it.
ideas.
Train, right?
I'll conquer the
Yeah.
world.
I've been listening to a lot of music right now. That's one thing.
Who were you listening to?
Bowling for Soup. They're my new favorite band. I listened to like 8 of their albums the other day on the way home from Colorado.
I love Bowling for Soup. That's a 10
You
out of 10 in my
do?
book, Rosalie. I do.
Oh, yes. We will have a discussion about this.
No.
But
Excellent.
other people will not be annoyed about it.
Right now, for me, I'm listening a lot to Phoebe Bridgers, SZA, and then Jordan Smith, and Taylor Swift, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
I don't know those other people though.
They're so good.
Or
Like
bands.
after this, they're so good. You have to like slower music though, like not, you know what I mean?
Not like get turnt music, like
Mm-hmm.
vibey, as the kids say. Right?
I don't know what to do as a ghost. I don't like care enough to do my tasks. I've been sitting in the
Do your
same.
tasks because we can win by tasks.
Is that-
Once you finish, I just like float around.
I like finished my task, and now I'm just floating around.
I didn't know that's how you won.
I'm just gonna follow George around.
I don't really
Oh.
know what to do. I'm just kind of roaming.
We need another question. Mr. Bernstein, do you have any more?
I do.
throw a bone to the crowd.
Man, you guys have exhausted quite a few of these. What's your best memories of TSA and or the pandemic?
Ooh.
Best memory in the pandemic. That's gonna be a tough one.
Before we begin, I'd like to say Will is literally right next to the body.
It's George. It is George.
No, wait.
It is. I saw George through the door.
No, you were through the door. I don't
No,
wanna hear
you were
that.
through the door.
Okay.
We're 50-50.
You have to choose.
I-
I don't remember.
I swear it's George.
Did we all
have to choose
the
the two.
screen when it like opened?
You
Lights
both don't
for
sound
the
convincing.
win.
All right, let's go back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut it off.
You want to repeat that question?
Yeah. What is your best memory from the pandemic? Your best memory.
I don't know. For me, I made a bunch of new friends, or I like reconnected with some old friends while making new ones at the same time, just like on Discord playing Among Us. And since then, I don't know, I've just been like talking to them a lot, and that's really fun. Like you can still do stuff during the pandemic, it can just be online. And that's been really fun. That's just kind of like really broad, but I don't know, that's just what I think of.
My favorite thing was that my friend, he came up from Florida to visit and he stayed for like a week, which was great.
Okay, sorry, I was just sending a message in chat. I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say now.
It's kind of sad, but I literally can't think of anything. I mean, honestly, just like the fact that my family's like been helping through this whole thing, like we haven't had any major like COVID related health crises or anything. So
That's awesome. That's good.
that is pretty nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have one, Danielle?
Oh no, go ahead, George.
Mine is just kind of back towards the beginning of this thing. In April, I got an acceptance letter to a program I was really excited about, which was kind of like my best. Thank you. My best.
Yes.
That's my best memory. I feel bad to say that, but it's like I can't think of anything.
Just a flex. It's okay, George. It's okay. Go off. We're here
the
for you.
tiny flex.
What was it? Is that like intrusive to ask? I'm really curious.
I feel bad sharing because I don't want to go like I don't
flex.
come off in the wrong. Exactly. Like it was just something I wanted, to say for the memory. But it was the Future Scholars program at Johns Hopkins.
That's
Absolute
amazing.
killer.
Oh my
congrats.
gosh.
No applause for George.
Thank you. Thank you. It's just, it just means I take calculus and linear algebra. So I took calculus
calculus.
3.
It means a lot more than that, George.
Yeah, seriously. That's amazing.
Well,
Let's
thank
be
you.
very clear on something. It means a lot more than just that.
I hope so. I hope so.
That's so cool.
Did you apply to
Well, it
Johns
is-
Hopkins?
Yeah. Yeah, I've applied.
I wish
one of
you
my-
luck.
Oh, have we
Yeah.
actually, that's just curious. Do we have any responses for the seniors here? Any more responses
Oh,
from
college?
colleges? What?
You're talking about college-wise?
Yeah, college.
Oh, no, nothing new.
No, nothing new.
I applied for the honors program at Penn State, and they want to interview me tomorrow.
Good luck.
Yay, good luck, Emma.
Thank you.
You're gonna do
I
great.
gotta find a nice shirt. That's what I gotta do.
Just bring up a lot of TSA stuff, right?
Yeah.
Planning on it. It is
Oh.
8:07.
Let me ask you this real quick. Just out of curiosity, Emma, is that a program for their main campus?
Oh no, it's for Du Bois, their engineering campus.
Gotcha. Okay.
Excuse me, sorry.
And the reason I asked is because if it was main campus, they have a very large presence of TSA there. So if you would talk about it, you would probably they would probably know what you were talking about.
Oh,
That's why I asked.
Well,
did we lose Emma? I think she might.
I think she
Her
had to
computer might
go.
have died. Oh.
She had to
Oh.
go.
She didn't want to hear what I had to say. It's okay.
I'm sure she'll.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead, Danielle. You had one thing you wanted to say. You wanted to say something
Oh.
before George. Go for it.
Oh, I just want to say like my favorite memory was just like my sister got to come home for like the winter holidays, and it was nice because since everything was virtual, we got to hang out more like we did when we were like kids and we didn't have anything to do. So we would like go on walks or just like sit outside on the sidewalk, and it was just nice.
That's so cute.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Emma just messaged in the Among Us chat, and she said her computer died. So
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. There's probably not enough time to rejoin. Just, I don't know if she's in there. But if she wants to try, go. Oh, she's
Oh,
here.
she's
Okay,
here.
never mind. I mean, does anyone else have any other? I don't want to cut off anything at all. Or maybe Mr. Bernstein, do you want to finish? I don't know if Emma caught the whole thing you were saying.
You're good. It
You're
didn't really, because she's. What I was saying is one thing that, and this goes for anybody really, is if you're doing an interview for college, look up the presence of TSA in that state, because if they have a fairly large presence in that state, then you have a fairly good chance that they obviously know what it is and they have heard it a lot. So, if you were going to go to school in, let's just say like Georgia or Florida or Texas, those are states that have huge like TSA followings. So, you could definitely say that in an interview and they would probably know exactly what you were talking about because they have huge followings in the states. And same thing in Pennsylvania and even if you went over to like Delaware, like they have a very large following as well. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I did look up the TSA there, and it does have a pretty big population, so that was kind of exciting to hear about.
Yeah.
And sorry, my computer ran out of battery. I don't know why I wasn't.
No problem at all. No problem at all. Unless someone else has got something they want to bring up, I do want to say real fast before we close out. Make sure you check with your advisors about our presentation coming up on the 26th. We're accepting questions up through the 27th. Excuse me.
My advisor made a post today about it.
Awesome. We're accepting advanced questions up until the 22nd. We do have a form that should be with your advisor. If your advisor, says no, or, doesn't have it or something like that, yet, or hasn't made a post, feel free to email, please, email your questions to me or any of the officers and we'll be happy to take them. And yeah, I don't really have anything other than that. I hope you guys enjoyed our second Among Us night. We're hoping to be sending a lot more virtual events your way as we approach the conference in March, and give everyone a way to kind of relax and wind down sometimes after a hard day. So yeah, does anyone else have anything to add? Any of the officers or Daniela? Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that if you didn't play but you did watch or you didn't say anything in the chat, go ahead and put like your school in the chat because you'll get chapter recognition points just for being here and hanging out with us and listening to us talk. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll
That's
give
all
it
I
a minute so that that can filter through because there's a delay. Does anyone else have something to bring up? How do you guys feel about our second Among Us night? A lot of fun? I think it was a lot of fun.
It was definitely a success.
Yeah.
I think so too.
We're always
We'll
happy
look into
about
doing a Minecraft night. We'll look into that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
There's a new
I'm-
snapshot out. So
I'm a little more hesitant to look at things that, people might have to buy, but then again, I think
I think the education version is free, I think.
right, there is that. I've never used that. Okay, cool.
I don't
I
know
have
if
a
it'll work with
question.
everybody, but
Is Minecraft something like you download on your computer? Like I really have no idea how it works. Like I'm so sorry.
you can get it
Yeah,
on
you-
sorry.
Go ahead.
I mean, you can get it on your computer, you can get it on your phone, you can get it on like an Xbox or PlayStation, I think.
Okay, and what do people mean when they're like, you can be on my server? Like I hear that all the time and I'm always so confused.
It's like your own world and you can invite people like onto it to play with you in the game.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's
that's
just
an
called on LAN and then servers open for everyone, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you're on it.
Okay.
I think that's probably filtered through by now. I'm not necessarily seeing anything in chat.
Sean
School.
said you guys did great. And
Yeah,
you're
thank
an
you.
awesome team. So
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean.
we hung out with you tonight, so that's cool. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean, for believing or supporting me going against Andrew to avenge Daniela.
Sean killed me at one point, so at least I can like say that the national president killed me.
There you
Low
go.
key for like a hot second there when you said that, I thought you meant like Biden, and I was like, sorry, what? I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense.
Wow.
Oh yeah, happy
Man, taking this
Inauguration Day,
presidency real serious.
Yeah, happy
Right.
inauguration day, everyone. Federal holiday, so happy inauguration.
But thank you everyone for coming out and playing or watching with us. It means a lot to us.
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and say that we I think we close it down for now. But again, as you've heard multiple times now, thank you. And I hope you guys have a great week. Stay safe and healthy in this pandemic. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys.
Hey guys.
Bye.
Bye.